Hello, I'm Barry Winbolt, and this is TinyCast. In each episode, I take just 5 minutes to raise a topic, give advice, or just talk about something that concerns our well-being and how we show up in the world. And today I'm going to be talking about resilience. To be precise, the 7 habits of resilient people. So let's start with what resilience is. It's the process of overcoming and adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences, especially through mental, emotional, and behavioral flexibility and adjustment to external and internal demands. You can thank the American Psychological Association for that definition. More concisely put, it's simply the ability to bounce back. We have certain qualities which make us able to cope with the knocks, the rejections, the disappointments, and the extreme demands that life makes on us. And those demands are always going to be there. Stuff's always going to be happening to us. So it makes a lot of sense to develop your resilience. Now, we're all resilient to some extent. So that's a good starting point. I wouldn't want you to think this is a totally new set of qualities you've got to develop in yourself. But there's some certain ways that we use our thinking and we respond to emotions that help to make us more robust and more resilient. And I've taken as an example the 7 habits of highly resilient people. Some of them I've known, some of them I've worked with, and others I've read about. And there are certain things that are more robust among us. And I have to say, fortunately, I'm one of them. I bounce back very well. I redesign myself very easily when I've had a setback. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't suffer. You know, resilience doesn't mean you don't have a bad life sometimes, or bad times, or bad things happening to you. You don't suffer from low mood. You don't have days when you don't want to get out of bed. We all have those things. But resilient people are able to overcome those, bounce back, or just work on despite the problems. And that's a really important set of qualities. So what's the first thing they do? Well, resilient people tend to live in the real world. They don't dream about, oh, if only it could have been like this. Oh, why me? Why don't they like me? And all of that stuff. They don't waste time on that. They check their thinking for accuracy. Is it realistic, in other words? And they also have several perspectives. So if they don't like one, if somebody snubs them in the street, for example, and they interpret it as being, oh, they don't like me anymore, they can also say, oh, well, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they're distracted. So they have the ability to adapt and develop different perspectives if they need to. Resilient people tend to see setbacks as an opportunity for learning something. They learn from the successes, but they also learn from their failures and disappointments. Resilient people also ask for help if they need it. They don't think they can do everything. One of the traps of being stressed is that you tend to push yourself beyond a point where you can really cope. Stress wants you to do that. So it's a really good thing to be able to do that reality check and say, actually, hand up, I need some help here. Resilient people also accept circumstances. It is what it is. Oh, horrible phrase, but so true in this case. And resilient people are well connected with others. So hone your social skills. The quality of relationships at work and elsewhere is really important for improving your self-esteem, and it helps boost resilience. And finally, the 7th thing that resilient people do, if they get stuck in a tight corner, they can always change their thinking. They can distract themselves. They can do things that cheer them up. They can take themselves away from their problem and do things that actually boost their self-esteem. So this has been my take on the 7 habits of highly resilient people. This has been a TinyCast. I'm Barry Winbolt. If you found this interesting, please like, share, or comment. You'll find more on this topic on my blog at barrywinbolt.com. And if you have a question or a topic you'd like me to cover, then contact me via the link in the description. Have a great day, all the best, and bye for now.